All right, listen up, you slackers. It's time to get your act together and become a productivity beast. In just a few minutes, we're going to turn you into the most disciplined, motivated, and productive version of yourself. Think it's hard? Think again. Yeah, I know what you're saying to yourself.
Easy for you to say, you arrogant fool. I've tried and failed more times than Biden walking upstairs.
But trust me, by the end of this video, you'll have all the tools you need to transform into a disciplined machine. We're talking outworking every other schmuck, getting things done, and leveling up your pathetic life. This isn't just another feel-good motivational circle jerk. It's a no BS guide from the likes of Chris Williamson and David Goggins on how to make discipline your mistress. So, stop whining, pay attention, and let's get to it. Look, I get it. We live in a world of constant distractions. Social media, video games, Netflix. It's a never-ending cycle of procrastination and self-indulgence. And let's be real, being a lazy piece of crap is just so damn comfortable. Why put in the effort when you can just sit on your ass and mindlessly scroll like a brain-dead zombie? But here's the harsh truth that's going to make you check yourself. That path leads to a life of misery and regret. You'll end up stuck in a rut, watching life pass you by while others achieve their dreams. Believe me, I've been there, wasting years playing video games and barely scraping by in school like a complete loser. Until one day, I had enough. I was sick of being a failure, sick of making excuses, sick of settling for mediocrity like a little coward. That's when I discovered the power of discipline, and let me tell you, it changed everything. At first, it was a struggle. Forming new habits and breaking old ones is never easy, even for a stud like me. But as I started implementing the strategies I'm about to share with you, something incredible happened. I became unstoppable. Suddenly, I was outworking every other chump around me, getting things done left and right like a damn machine. It was like I had unlocked a superpower that made me outshine all the average normies and NPCs. So what's the secret? How can you tap into this disciplined mindset and start crushing your goals like a boss? It all comes down to a few key principles that will separate you from the rest of the sheep. 1. Find your why. Discipline doesn't come from willpower alone. You need a deep, burning reason that will keep you motivated even when the going gets tough. Maybe it's to provide for your family and not be a deadbeat dad. Maybe it's to prove all the haters wrong who said you'd never amount to shit. Or maybe it's to achieve that lifelong dream that you've been fantasizing about for years. Whatever it is, let that why be your guiding light and the fire under your ass. Here's a trick to becoming more disciplined in literally 5 minutes. Ready? It's the 5-second rule by Mel Robbins. When you feel yourself hesitating, count down from 5 to 1 and then move. This snaps your brain out of overthinking and forces you into action. Simple, but insanely effective. 2. Start small. Trying to overhaul your entire life overnight is a recipe for disaster. Instead, focus on building one habit at a time. Start with something simple, like making your bed every morning or drinking a glass of water before each meal, like the functioning human being you're supposed to be. Chris Williamson, the brainiac, says motivation is the spark that lights the fire of discipline. Think of motivation as the push you need, but discipline as the steady fuel. To get motivated, set clear, achievable goals. Break them down into manageable chunks. When you see progress, even the tiniest bit, it pumps you up and keeps you moving forward. As those small wins accumulate, your confidence will grow, and you'll be ready to take on bigger challenges without crapping your pants. 3. Embrace the suck. Let's be real, discipline isn't always a walk in the park. There will be days when you'd rather stick a hot fork in your eye than put in the work. But here's the secret that separates the men from the boys. Learn to enjoy the grind. Reframe your mindset to see hard work as a privilege, not a chore. As David Goggins says, if you can get with being bored, you can outwork every other pussy out there. Goggins is all about embracing the grind and getting cozy with discomfort. One of his golden nuggets is to outwork everyone by finding joy in boredom. Yeah, you heard that right. If you can enjoy the grind, the tedious tasks, you'll not only get them done but crush them. It's like tricking your brain into making work seem fun. 4. Accountability and consistency. Discipline is like a muscle. The more you exercise it, the stronger it becomes. That's why consistency is key. Set up a system of accountability, whether it's a workout buddy who'll kick your ass if you slack off, a habit tracker to keep you honest, or a public commitment so you can't back out like a little weasel. Celebrate your wins, no matter how small, and get back on track immediately after a slip-up instead of wallowing in self-pity. This is what will separate you from the average Joe. Adopt a growth mindset, the belief that your abilities and intelligence can grow with effort, learning, and persistence. This mindset makes you resilient against challenges and keeps you pushing forward. 5. Prioritize self-care. This one might seem counterintuitive, but hear me out, you knuckleheads. Discipline isn't about punishing yourself or burning out like a dumbass. It's about creating a sustainable lifestyle that allows you to perform at your best without crashing and burning. Make sure to prioritize things like sleep, nutrition, and stress management. A well-rested, well-fueled body and mind will be far more disciplined than an exhausted, burnt-out mess. To stay productive, kill distractions. Set up a dedicated workspace and stick to a routine like your life depends on it. Use the Pomodoro technique. Work for 25 minutes, then take a 5-minute break. Rinse and repeat. This keeps your brain sharp and laser-focused. Also, batch similar tasks together to stay in the zone and avoid time-wasting task switching. There you have it, folks. The blueprint for becoming a disciplined badass. Now I know what you're thinking. This all sounds great, but can I really do it? Or am I just a hopeless piece of trash? Hell yes, you can do it, but it's going to take work, it's going to take commitment, it's going to take discipline, something that most of those poor souls out there know nothing about. So if you're ready to level up and join the ranks of the elite, instead of being a worthless loser, do me a favor. Smash that like button, hit subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss another dose of harsh truth and reality checks. I'll be dropping more gold like this every week to keep you motivated and on track, whether you like it or not. And share this video with a friend who needs to get their act together. But listen up, sad sacks. I know this journey isn't easy. There will be ups and downs, victories and setbacks. That's why it's so important to have a supportive community around you. A tribe of like-minded individuals who can pick you up when you're down and celebrate your wins instead of a bunch of crabs in a bucket trying to drag you down. That's what I'm trying to build here, a place where we can all come together, get real, and push each other to be better versions of ourselves instead of settling for mediocrity like most of society. Because at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. Growth, progress, and becoming the best possible version of you instead of a complete and utter failure. So let's do this together, you miserable bastards. Let's embrace the grind, conquer our fears, and show the world what we're made of. Who's with me? And who's going to be a little snowflake and make excuses? The choice is yours.